All right. Hello, I'm Creepy Doll, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a book review on Wicca Candle Magic by Lisa Chamberlain. Forgive my pronunciation. I woke up at 5:20 in the morning. I actually finished reading this a while ago, but I actually really like the organization of it and the charts that that Chamberlain did, and especially the correspondent charts. Let me see if I can find one for you. Here's one. Like, it has the color, the question, and it's really easy to understand. Now, I think this would be a great book to start off with if you were wanting to do candle magic. I say if you're wanting to do candle magic because you can't really recommend like a book for a beginner because it's all of what they want to start off with. Good tea. When it comes to first going into magic, whether you're Wiccan or just a regular witch, a May witch, there's not really any, when it comes to magic, there isn't really a right or wrong. It's just of what you believe that would be good or what you believe would be bad. So there's not really white or black magic. It's more of the lines of everyone's in like kind of gray magic, but it is your morals that decides what is white and what is black magic. I actually did try one of the spells. There is actually a couple of spells in here. As you can see, I did highlight a lot in the book. That's just what I do for informational purposes, but the table of contents, and I love how they did like section 1, section 2, up where section 1 was the wonder of fire, basically an introduction into what you're going to be getting yourself into of when you're doing candle magic. Then section 2, which is preparing for the candle magic, with like the candle spiral work, the correlations for the color of the candle, of course, and talking about the 7-day candles and the type of candles that you have, then the carving symbols. For section 3 is the actual spells, which I do love how she forgive me when it comes to this. I like of how she put it in different categories, especially like for the love spells, money spells, employment spells, then the healing spells, and then more spells for life enchantment. Now, I also love of how she put like more than one spell in each thing, in each category. For the love spells, there's a moonlight attraction spell, but I actually did try one of the love spells. But I actually switched it up a bit. Because honestly, with me, I believe when it comes to any spell, you know, if you're getting it from a book or the internet, I believe you should kind of change it up if you're going to be doing one from the internet, to kind of switch it up and actually change it. I hate the lighting. But I think you should change it up and kind of make it your own in a sense, because not every spell is going to work for a person, and even if they think it's going to work, because some people actually may do protection spells, you know, on the actual spell itself, you know, or they make it to where only they can use the spell and it work. I really love the cover page of it, like the cover of the book with the candles, and I love the little yarn candle holders. I like that. One thing I do have a problem with is Chamberlain. She actually spelled magic with no K. See, with my understanding is when it comes to magic, the MAGIC is for like more of the fantasy of it, or the like Hollywood style. But not Wicca, magic with a K, which is spelled the same thing as magic, but you add a K to the end. That is more of going along the lines of more, when it comes to more of the actual term. With magic with a K, it's more of the British way, but with that, I really like of how she did the introduction as well. Well, she even did one for candle holders, and she actually put like days of the week for the tables, and then essential oils that you can do with them. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the screen instead of the camera. But I really love how she says is like most of the stuff. Of course, I'm not going to get in depth because I really think you should read the book yourself. But the first little paragraph she says is Wiccans and other witches have long known that candles are a great tool for transformative magic. Perhaps one of the oldest magical arts, candle magic is also regarded as the easiest and the most simple forms of magic for beginners to learn. This makes it the ideal starting point for anyone looking to start practicing witchcraft. Now, I do understand what she's saying, but not all witches and Wiccas may be interested in candle magic. See, when it comes to like finding your own craft, there's going to be some correspondence that speak to you. Such as for me, I focus more on water and earth because those resonate with me. Fire is more of creating things, and earth is, I forgot what earth was. But with water, it's more of fire is more of transformation. That's why you see it a lot in alchemy. And water is for shaping or forming. And then earth is more of for growth and caring, like nurturing for it. And with me, I'm a very big nature lover, especially for animals in the wilderness. So I feel like water and earth resonate with me more. When I first started out with Wicca, for my first Book of Shadows, if you don't know what a Book of Shadows is, it is actually basically kind of like a witch's diary. Um, and then there's also a grimoire. A grimoire is basically the same thing as a Book of Shadows, except it is more to of where it is not a specific craft, but just information that you have found. My first Book of Shadows was actually a grimoire. It was basically, I wrote everything that I could find on Wicca from everywhere. And I wrote it down in one book. To be fair, it was like a spiral notebook, and I have about 15 or 16 of those around my house. So I can't find it. But then I had my second in Book of Shadows, which was, technically my first Book of Shadows. But I call it my second Book of Shadows. But it was more convinced, kind of my own craft of what I thought would be good. See, like for me, with Wicca, when it comes to my understanding, is I class myself as a Wiccan, but I do study in different spiritualities, like the chakras, which is more of Buddhism. It originated in Buddhism and in the meditation, but I also study in Druidism, which Druidism originated in the British Isles. It was kind of where Wicca started off as well, but Wicca is more of a pagan. But I had a blank. I have a blank moment. Well, I forgot what I was going to say. So I guess that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you. I'm going to try. I'm still working on the scheduling for this. I'm probably going to do videos on Saturdays. Now, to be fair, I do not do any editing for these because I don't even have a desktop set up yet. But I don't actually do any editing with these, so you're just seeing the clean slate of this. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.